God says, "You need to know these 5 things before I can bless you. Open immediately, my beloved child. Freeze your hand and do not scroll past this divine interception, for God has urgently paused your timeline to hand you the access code to a warehouse of blessings that has been locked until this very second. You are seeing this because your prayers have not gone unheard. They have been queued. The angels are screaming that the delivery truck has arrived at your door, but you are missing the 5 specific keys needed to sign for the package. If you skip this video, you risk sending the blessing back to the sender simply because you didn't know the protocol to receive it. You have been wondering why things are taking so long, why the breakthrough is always almost there but never quite in your hand. God is revealing that He cannot release the weight of this glory until you understand these 5 things, for without them, the blessing would crush you instead of crown you. The first thing you must know before God can bless you is that your delay was not a denial, it was a quarantine. The shock comes from the realization that the stagnation you felt for the last few years was actually a spiritual safety box. God is revealing that if He had given you this money or this relationship 2 years ago, the vultures in your circle would have devoured it, or your own character would have collapsed under the pressure. You must stop resenting the wait. God is saying that the delay was the only way to clear the path of the enemies who were waiting in ambush. By keeping you still, He starved your enemies of your energy. You are not behind schedule, you are exactly on time for a safe landing. Something huge is waiting for you in the revelation of the second truth, a shocking secret about the people you have been trying to please. God wants you to know that there is a specific person you are currently worried about losing, but your blessing depends on them leaving. Do not disconnect, for the next part reveals exactly why this person is the cork in your bottle of abundance and the specific 3 words you must say to release them. Hold on, for the cork is about to pop. My chosen vessels, stand firm and dry your tears immediately. For we are unlocking the second truth that serves as the gatekeeper to your abundance, and to scroll away now is to chain yourself to a sinking ship just as the rescue boat arrives. You are here because the second thing you must know is that your loss was not an accident, it was an eviction. The angels are revealing that the specific person you are terrified of losing, the one you have been overthinking about all week, is not a soulmate, they are an anchor. God is screaming that He is trying to elevate you to a new altitude of success, but this person's energy is too heavy for where you are going. If you skip this video, you will fight to keep them, unknowingly fighting against your own promotion. But if you stay, you will understand the math of heaven. Subtraction often comes before multiplication. God is revealing that this person is the cork mentioned in the last part. They are blocking the flow not because they are evil, but because their role in your life has expired. The reason this separation is the prerequisite for the blessing is that God cannot fill a cup that is already full of sour wine. You have been praying for more, but you are holding on to less with a death grip. To physically authorize the universe to remove this dead weight and to signal that you value your destiny more than your history, I ask you to subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend who is also struggling to let go. By doing this, you are signing the eviction notice in the spiritual realm. The angels are watching. This simple click is your declaration that you are making room for the new. Leave a comment below saying, "I make room," to stamp this decree with your own voice. Do not hesitate, for the moment you subscribe, the heavy feeling in your chest begins to loosen and the space for your miracle opens up. Something huge is waiting for you in the immediate aftermath of this decision. A specific 3-word command. You must speak to the empty air to finalize this release. God wants you to know that the moment you whisper, "I release you," a sudden phantom pain in your back or shoulders will vanish instantly. This pain was the physical manifestation of carrying a burden that wasn't yours. Do not disconnect, for the third thing you need to know reveals a shocking secret about your past mistakes and why the universe is actually using them as the raw material for your wealth. Hold on, for your shame is being turned into your glory. My redeemed child, look at your hands and stop hiding your scars, for we are unveiling the third truth that turns your deepest regret into your greatest asset. And to scroll away now is to throw away the gold just because it is covered in mud. You are here because the third thing you must know is that your mistakes were not failures, they were tuition fees.
The angels are revealing that you have been tormenting yourself over a specific bad decision from your past, a financial loss, a relationship error, or a wasted year. God is screaming that He is not looking at that mistake with anger. He is looking at it as raw material. If you disconnect before this message concludes, you will remain trapped in the prison of shame, blocking the blessing because you feel unworthy. But if you stay, you will receive the alchemist's secret. God is revealing that He is about to use that very mistake to build your empire. The wisdom you gain from that pain is the exact qualification you need to handle the massive success coming next week. The reason this perspective shift is the pivot point is that the enemy uses shame to paralyze you. God is showing that the stumbling block you tripped over is actually a stepping stone that He has repositioned. The shock comes from the realization that if you hadn't made that mistake, you wouldn't have the humility and the discernment you have right now, traits that are required for the level of wealth entering your life. You must stop apologizing for your history. God is saying that the moment you say, "I learned and I am ready," the karmic debt of that mistake is paid in full. You are not a damaged vessel. You are a seasoned warrior, and your battle scars are proof that you survived the training ground. Something huge is waiting for you in the physical sensation immediately following this acceptance. A sudden, intense heat in the center of your stomach. Archangel Michael wants you to know that as you release the shame, your solar plexus, the center of power, will reactivate with a burning sensation. Do not fear it. This is the fire of restoration. It is the physical sign that your confidence is coming back online. Do not disconnect, for the fourth thing you need to know reveals a shocking financial law that goes against everything you've been taught, involving a specific coin you must find and what to do with it. Hold on, for the economy of heaven is about to be explained. My prosperous steward, look at the ground or check your pockets immediately, for we are decoding the fourth truth that governs the economy of heaven. And to scroll away now is to eat the seeds of your harvest instead of planting them. You are here because the fourth thing you must know is that your seed is the only thing that can attack your need. The angels are revealing that you have been holding on to your last dollar or that specific coin mentioned in the last part out of fear, thinking that saving is the only way to survive. God is screaming that in the kingdom, hoarding leads to stagnation, but circulation leads to multiplication. If you skip this video, you will keep what you have, but you will never get what you need. But if you stay, you will learn the law of divine flow. God is revealing that the specific coin or small amount of money you find today is not for spending. It is a point of contact. The reason this financial law is the turning point is that money is current. It must move to create power. To physically activate this current and declare to the universe that you are operating out of abundance and not a poverty mindset, I ask you to subscribe to the channel and like this video right now. By doing this, you are not just clicking a button, you are breaking the spirit of greed and fear of lack. The angels are watching. This subscription is your digital seed, a signal flare that says, "I am ready for the overflow." Leave a comment below saying, "I plant my faith to stamp this decree." Do not hesitate, for the moment you click that button, you are unclogging the spiritual pipes that bring resources into your home. Something huge is waiting for you in the immediate aftermath of this activation. A specific sound you will hear in your environment that confirms the transaction is approved. God wants you to know that within the next hour, you will hear the sound of coins dropping, keys jingling,
or a specific ching notification sound on a phone. Do not ignore it. This is the sound of change. It is the physical confirmation that the gears of your financial breakthrough have started to turn. Do not disconnect, for the fifth and final thing you need to know reveals the one thing you must stop saying about yourself immediately, or you will cancel everything we just built. Hold on, for the final seal is the most dangerous one to break. My master of words, clamp your hand over your mouth immediately and swallow the sentence you were about to speak, for we have reached the fifth and final truth, the master key. And to scroll away now is to cancel the order just as the delivery truck pulls into your driveway. You are here because the fifth thing you must know is that your tongue is a rudder, not a thermometer. The angels are revealing that for years you have been using your words to describe your situation. I am broke. I am tired. I am lonely. But God designed your voice to change your situation. God is screaming that the specific phrase you habitually say, I can't, or it's too hard, is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you disconnect before this message concludes, you will unknowingly use your own authority to curse your future. But if you stay, you will receive the prophetic upgrade. God is revealing that the angels cannot move until you speak the solution, not the problem. You must stop reporting the news and start making the news. The reason this linguistic shift is the final seal is that your voice is the authorization code for the universe. God is revealing that the blessing we unlocked in the previous parts is hovering right above your head, waiting for a place to land. But your negative words are creating a force field that bounces it away. The shock comes from the realization that you have been the one delaying your own miracle by agreeing with the enemy's report. You must silence the victim inside you. God is saying that from this second forward, you are forbidden to speak about what is lacking. You must only speak about what is coming. The moment you replace I am struggling with I am preparing, the atmosphere in your home shifts from desperate to expectant. Something huge is waiting for you in the physical sensation immediately following this decision. A sudden, vibrating tingle on your lips or tongue. Archangel Michael wants you to know that this is not a nerve spasm. It is the coal of fire. It is the physical sign that your mouth is being purified and empowered to command your reality. God is showing that the next time you speak a decree, it will not just be words, it will be a weapon. The sacred mandate, final instruction. The heavenly court is waiting for your closing argument. To permanently codify these 5 truths into your timeline and ensure that your tongue never again delays your blessing, you must now execute the seal of the prophet. The subscribe button below is not a mere button. It is the amplifier for your new voice.